If you are thinking about starting to trade Forex, make sure you watch this video first.
Welcome to the Trading with Venus podcast, where we help you establish strong trading habits, generate consistent profits, and create the lifestyle you desire for yourself and your family. Now your host, Raman Gill.
Hi, this is Raman from Trading with Venus. You know what really bugs me about this industry is how we are told over and over again that we can make gazillions overnight. There's no need to spend time studying. There's no need to do anything. We just buy a fancy indicator and voila, we are millionaires. However, what I've learned in almost a decade of trading is that that is not true. All this stuff is not the reality. It can sell a course, it can sell an indicator. However, in real life, when we are trading, we actually need to follow a few things. And today I will talk about two things that you need to understand when you start trading Forex. The first one is there is no such thing as an overnight success. Many times people will come to me and say, hey, can I take your course and can I make money while I'm learning? Now, let me ask you a question. If you were a doctor or learning to become a doctor or a surgeon, and somebody came to you and said, oh, by the way, can I actually be on the operating table while you're learning? Would you actually do that? Or if you were a patient going to a doctor and the doctor told you that, oh, I am just a resident, I am learning how to do surgery, would you trust that person and let that person operate on your heart or any part of your body? I would not, right? Because it does not work that way. When we are learning a skill or a trade, we have to really put time and effort into understanding what that is. It doesn't matter what you're trying to learn, whether you're learning how to be a plumber, a pilot, a doctor, an engineer, or a trader. All of these things take time, effort, and we need to actually have patience in order to get better at that. Now, does that mean that it doesn't work, that we should just forget about trading? Not really. We can still become really good traders if we understand a couple of things. First one is, in order to become a good trader, you need to have a solid system in place. In this case, you need to know what exactly your plan is. This is our flight plan. So if you're learning how to become a pilot, you will always have a flight plan. Or if you are a pilot and you're going somewhere, you'll have a flight plan. So this is our trade plan. This is our system that shows us what are the different things we need to keep in mind, the different rules that we are going to use in order to trade. What is our process? How much money we are going to put? How much risk are we going to take? And when are we going to trade? All of this stuff comes together in a system. Now, there is no one best or perfect system. There are so many different systems and you can choose any good one and it will work for you as long as you work on it. System doesn't work on its own. You as an operator have to be able to make it work. Just like you could have a fancy plane, one of those new ones with all the gadgets in it. However, if you do not know how to fly the plane, having a good plane does absolutely nothing. Same thing with the system. Having a great system without actually understanding the system and learning how to trade properly will not do anything for you. So make sure you have a system in place, you understand how to use the system, you also understand when not to use the system. For example, if you're flying a plane, you need to understand what to do in turbulence because it will not be the same. Now, if you have a great system in place, a great car, or a great plane, like we've been talking about, what do you need? You need a good pilot. So how do we become good pilots? One of the things we have to keep in mind is the discipline or the psychology behind trading. So just like a pilot would do a full flight check before the pilot actually flies the plane, we need to look at it the same way because there is risk involved in trading, there is money, time and effort, all of that stuff goes into trading. So we have to make sure that we are disciplined so that we follow our system, we understand it, and we implement it properly. And that will take discipline. Without discipline, a great system will lose you just as much money as a bad system, because what's in here will cause you to lose money. We need to be able to implement the rules that we see in our system. We have to make sure we are not taking emotional trades. When our system tells us to close the trade, we close the trade. If our system tells us to hold on to the trade, we hold on to the trade, even though things may not look the best. So we have to make sure that we are disciplined in following the system. We are disciplined and emotionally resilient in hanging on and implementing it even when things are rough, like during turbulent times. We have to make sure we are not taking trades when our system tells us not to take them, like during low liquidity times in the evening, or when we know it's not the best time for us to trade based on our system. And we also have to make sure if we take losses, which we will, we do not get into things like revenge trading, and we do not over leverage our accounts. We manage our risk properly, all of that good stuff that has nothing to do with the system, but has to do with us in here and in here. That's what will make you a great trader. So you can buy whatever course you want, whatever strategy you want. However, before you go to implement that, make sure you understand the different components you will need in order to become a good trader. So that's it for today. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.
If you want consistency in your trading, we invite you to join our daily market analysis calls, where we provide the levels to find the best entries and targets on an intraday basis. For a 1-week free trial, please visit www.tradingwithvenus.com. Thanks for joining us today. With much gratitude, your show host, Raman Gill.